Okay, so now we leave Orlando.
Leave Orlando.
Now we're going to Tampa.
Okay.
What are we doing in Tampa?
My rule of thumb, if I don't have valet and I don't have a concierge, I don't stay.
Spoiled brat.
I'm on vacation. Why am I lifting anything?
Spoiled brat. Does that really justify the extra $200 a night?
It's all relative. If it's, and again, that's just me. The problem is, bro, we work. We lift this.
I know
all
we do.
day.
Yeah, I know.
I lift this every other weekend. We're popping equipment. When I go on vacation, I want to get somewhere. Here are my keys. See you in my room. Here's $20. I'm out.
That's right, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to episode 10 of the Residential Remix podcast. Dennis Stryker,
Derek and Fiesta.
And we are on like a world tour all over the place. Out of 10 episodes, we have filmed in 6 locations.
Solid 6 locations. Have great guests as well.
Yeah,
We've had some pretty cool guests. And we're going to start doing, I think our Javier's coming back on 11.
We're going to bring him back next episode. We wanted to do it on episode 10, but we saw an opportunity for today.
We're at an amazing event.
Tell everybody where we are.
Hearts for Moms. We're doing a gala. We're obviously raising money for a great charity. We are here. Not only do we have one 16-foot LED wall, we have one on the other side. Got here at 7 a.m.
It was an early day.
It's early day. Got here. The kids were leaving to school, and they're like, "What are you doing up?" And I'm like, "I am out of here. I am out."
Meanwhile, I give you shit every day of the week when you're not up at 6:30, 7 o'clock.
It was tough. You know what wakes me up every morning are my kids. Before they leave the house, they wake, "Bye, Dad, I'm going to school." Every morning, my kids say goodbye, and that's like my alarm clock.
There you go.
I'm up. But today, I was up before everybody. We got here, 2 trailer full, 2 big trailer full of just equipment. We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 70-inch screens, because don't forget the other room. Multiple rooms with sound, and like I said, 2 massive LED walls. I got my boy Julio doing the video engineering. Yeah, man. Helping us out today, and a couple microphones. It's man, what a setup.
And at the beautiful PGA National Resort, I mean, this is hands down one of the best venues. When you're talking high-end venues in Palm Beach County, away from the island of Palm Beach, this is kind of as nice as you get.
One of my favorite load-ins. So if you are in the biz and you're coming in here, the load-in is amazing. Yep. It is the dock backs up to the door. Yeah. So we literally opened the back door from the loading dock, and we walked right in with equipment. There's no mazes through the restaurant or through
the kitchens.
Through the kitchens, man. Like, I'm not gonna mention any names of venues.
I will. I'll name every single one of them.
Venues that when you go through the kitchens, I just want to hit my head against something. Chefs are over there. The floor is greasy, and if you wear Jordans, they do not.
What was the venue that everybody slipped? There was a venue we were loading in, and I feel like somebody was carrying something through the kitchen.
The one in Port St. Lucie.
Tesoro?
Tesoro.
It was Tesoro.
I bust my ass in Tesoro, bro. The guys are over there. They're throwing, we're not wearing kitchen shoes, guys. No. I'm in Jordan. We're in J's. We're in straight Jordans everywhere we go, and these things do not work well under wet conditions. No way. I figured out that's why those water guys on the show. So my first time ever on courtside, when I was sitting courtside, I was wondering why they kept scraping the floor. Yeah. And I figured out these do not do well in water.
Not a one bit.
And I bust my ass at Tesoro. So I was extremely thankful to be able to just walk in the back door here.
Between the loading dock, and then we even took some stuff through the side door.
Hell yeah.
Up the stairs. Easy load in. And in the grand scheme of things, I would say it went extremely smooth.
Yeah, knock on wood. We're not there. Listen. We're sitting
knock
on
road cases.
Guys. If you guys
we were trying to be all
you guys
about.
Don't see this. Yeah. We're literally sitting on our road cases. We don't have stools. The chairs provided here are still small for dinner. So I was like, just grab a road case. I mean,
why not?
We're here. We're setting up. We still gotta make things a little more taut. We gotta put covers and tape everything down. Yeah. And so we still have some things to do. We got to make it pretty.
It's going to be a great event. 400 people, right? 400, 420 people, 420?
Almost 450.
450. From
200.
Right. Right.
So
Which,
from 200, this
great.
started out with 2 speakers and some uplights. This was like I said, I think I said it on the last podcast when we were coming up events.
We did, yeah.
Things to do. This started with 2 speakers and a couple uplights.
Yeah.
Can you do us a favor? Sure. For a charity, I'm in.
Absolutely.
And I came in and it turned into this.
Right.
Great backdrop. I want to put this in my house at all times at this point. I'm just
Isn't
going to
it
build it in my
great? Look at
living
it.
room. I'm just going to build this in
Damn
my
good
living
looking
room.
logo.
It's a damn looking logo. You did a great job on the
Thanks,
logo,
man.
buddy. Did a
I made
great
that
job.
myself.
You did a great job on the
I made
logo.
that myself. Yeah, it
Shout
turned
out to
really good.
Julian for the
His
critique.
play-by-play
His
this
play-by-play.
morning was epic. And he called out a couple things that I missed. When I'm editing the podcast, I try on the video side to make sure I get every little transition. And there was one I missed, and leave it to him to find out that one little time I missed.
If Julian had the time and he wasn't another business owner,
Right.
I would love for him to sit here and literally just edit our stuff as we
Absolutely.
go. Be behind the scenes, what to do next. So, but we've been, we work out the kinks, and it's you have to do this and you have to do this, and I was like, damn, call
He
it.
did say the audio sounded great.
The audio did.
He
sound
said that
great.
the
I love
content
it.
was on point. It kept him engaged. I think that's a win. If I miss a transition,
Heck yeah,
Oh, well.
doing a great job, dog. I'm gonna
Thanks,
give you a little
man.
golf clap.
Hey,
Little
hey,
golf clap,
hey.
little golf clap in the
there we
mic.
go. I don't even know what button the applause is, so we're just gonna pretend.
We're gonna wing the just a great week. Great week in real estate.
Yeah.
To switch gears, great week, and a lot of applications went out.
Okay,
I
good.
saw the application count come up. We did
Good.
4 pre-approvals this week. Now, contrary to everybody's belief, the Fed dropped the rate. Remember, we had talked about that in the last podcast.
We
the
did.
Fed was dropping the
We
rate,
did.
and I said, "Man, I wonder if they're still going to do it." And they did, but followed up by inflation. Followed up poor job report still.
Right.
So you can't have 2 things that are high, I guess, right? And then drop the Fed rate. So it can't do this.
Right.
They all need to be
Right.
like this for mortgage rates to see a change.
Yep.
So again, last time, the 50-point drop, and then everyone's like, oh, rates are in the 4s. No, the rates never dropped, guys. Rates actually went up that week. It was I saw a lot of those false advertisement, if you want to
absolutely.
say,
Yeah,
on those.
absolutely.
But again, the rates this week went up about a quarter. Even though they went down a quarter for the Fed rate, rates went up about a quarter, starting to come down again.
Good.
But holy crap, have you opened up your Robinhood?
To the moon.
To the moon.
I have sold all of my
Did you
stupid
really?
coin. Yes, I sold it all. And I don't regret it a bit. I took every penny out of there and moved it into something else. I have no regrets, but I sold all of it. And now you're sending me screenshots.
I am loving it. So I am not a trader. I'm Alex Gregory, trader extraordinaire.
Oh, he's got all the tips.
He's got all the tips.
Shares none.
If you guys ever want to if you guys have an investment opportunity, just call Alex and he'll set you up a
We've
portfolio.
asked him to help, and he won't help.
Alex hates running friends' money because if you lose a friend's money, you feel like crap.
Yep.
But you have to understand, this is anything, there's a risk. And this is also, he does long-term investments.
Also true.
So he does play his daily stuff, but he does long-term. So if you're setting up for like retirement, organize your money for that.
Yep.
So shout out to Alex. You know, he does a great job with that. But he also laughs at me because he's like, what Bitcoin did you buy? You know, back in those, and I was like, so I kept on to like my Doge, and I kept on to all these like my meme coins
They
that we
call
just
them
bought for fun.
shitcoins. Like
we
they're-
bought them
yeah.
because it was COVID and he had $300 and we bought them.
Right.
I think we put $1,000 in Doge at 9. I think I bought it at 8 cents. And I never sold it. I let it sit there. I think
What's it at now?
have, I think I'm at almost 9,000 shares, and it's at 50 something cents, 40 cents
Amazing.
today.
Oh my
it's
God.
kind of up and down. So it's up there. It's up there. I kind of want to cash out. My wife said no. I was trying to cash out after I broke even again.
Yeah. Hell yeah.
And she was like, what are you doing? Just pretend you don't have it. I was like, what?
It's kind of smart. It's kind of like a savings account where you forget that you have it or you don't have a
Until it
debit
drops
card. You
again.
can't touch it.
But what
until
if it
drops
goes
again.
to $1? That's what everybody's saying right
That's why I can't gamble. You got to keep me out of the casino. When you go to Dare, right? You've got to drag me from the parking garage to the nightclub, or I'll sit at that table all night long.
I bypass it.
Oh my
You know how hard it
God.
is to bypass it working there?
I love the sounds. I love the.
Cha-ching,
Oh my God! Look, I'm getting goosebumps. Just let's change the topic. I can't talk about this, but the stock market is very much like gambling. You throw your
It's
money in
hard.
there and you hope that it doubles and triples. And I am not qualified to do any of that appropriately. I will be irresponsible.
I'm gonna let it ride. I'm gonna let it ride. A couple of political big moves. Matt Gaetz, the biggest talk right now.
Should
So
I put up that picture of you, Javier, and him down in the Keys?
Matt Gaetz. I love me some Matt Gaetz. I met Matt Gaetz on a whim.
Yeah.
I knew his pilot, multiple mutual friends, and he was like, "Oh, I have Matt Gaetz here this weekend." I was like, "Where?" He was here with a group of people. We ended up just hanging out all night. Coolest guy ever. I had fished that weekend with Trump Jr. And when coming back from fishing with him, he was like, I was telling the story. I was like, I was just with Junior. We were just fishing. And he ended up FaceTiming him. It was just such a cool experience to hang out with a guy who acts like us.
Exactly.
Like he was just
That's what I
one
said.
of the boys.
Yeah, that's
man.
what I said in the
Guy was
group text.
One of the boys, and we hung out all night. And it was such a cool. It was just such a cool experience. And as we're here in the venue, as you can hear a lot of commotion in the background, there is we're setting up like the guy. This is raw as
This
it
is
gets.
legit. Like
we
we're
are
in the middle of
setting
it.
up an entire venue right now. We got plates coming out. We got napkins coming out. This is an amazing setup.
I really just wanted the logo on the LED wall. Like if we stopped it right now, I would be like, "That's a great episode.
Great
We killed
episode.
it. That
We
was
killed it.
amazing."
We got the logo in the background. This is we're not sitting in my living room with the Christmas trees throwing up. I did put up more lights. I did put up more Christmas threw up in my house.
We got all of the bins down from the attic. We started putting up just a few things here and there. The tree's not up yet. I haven't touched the outside, but the plans are there. We're getting ready. The tree might just go up, and then I think we're gonna wait to decorate it until Thanksgiving night.
Okay.
I think that's what we're gonna do.
A lot of big things coming up.
Yeah.
Got some more events coming up.
We almost got your flyer ready for Clematis Social. I'll put it up here if we can get
If we can get the Clematis Social
chain,
flyer
the palm tree chain.
Alex had. I'm gonna post after the weekend. I'm gonna post the original flyer and the new flyer when they change it. It looked like Alex had this tattoo of a palm tree across his chest, so we're fixing that. But I think overall it's going to be a great night. Everyone's already showing a lot of support. Guys, I understand you don't love to go out in West Palm. We understand that. It's changed. We're older. But I feel like we said last time, the clubs are changing downtown.
Yeah.
You have a lot of big things going on. I think a lot of the older crowd are coming back out. They're seeing the changes downtown. They're seeing a better looking crowd downtown. A lot of the riffraff has just kind of disappeared.
Yeah,
and
I would agree.
With Roxy's coming on, opening up here. Now, not an official date, but through the grapevine, we have second week to third week of December. We are going to open on time for New Year's Eve.
Wow.
Word on the street.
Word on the street. Word on the street. You were just upstairs yesterday, so you're the street.
Upstairs looks good. If you guys haven't seen the previews, and a lot of people post pictures,
There's an Instagram page, Top of the Rocks, right? ROX.
It is there's a lot of construction going on. Speakers are in. Are you?
I'm pulling it up. I got my phone today. Why
not? Just to give you a little bit description of what's going on there. Speakers are in. There is going to be upstairs VIPs with private pools. So you're going to have an upstairs second level. The upstairs second level has VIP table, private pool, VIP table, private pool, VIP table. And I think the table is going to be more like cabana style. I think they're going to be like a roof over it of some sort. It's, again, still work in progress when I walked in yesterday. Private pool is going to be awesome. It's a glass bottom. So if you're in the pool downstairs and you look up, you're going to see the pool above you.
That's kind of terrifying. It's kind of terrifying.
It's kind of cool, though. It's kind of awesome. Okay. You're going to see the pool from upstairs, and then you'll have that private pool, and that's going to have essentially I call it a fee. There's going to be table minimums and reservations. There's going to be all reservations only. As of right now, we are definitely trying to stick to the 25 and up crowd. We are trying to keep it adult.
Yep.
Again, keep the riffraff out. And I hopefully bring just a great looking crowd in there. The pool is immaculate. The bar is massive.
You said it's like 100 feet or something?
It's like 100 feet of bar. It is the biggest bar I've ever seen. You have to put... It's literally the size of like the long side of Off the Hook.
That's
the
wild.
dance floor.
Yeah.
It's just
Yeah.
such a massive bar. It's think about the inside of Roxy's downstairs.
Right.
Essentially the whole bar
It's the
stretch.
whole- yeah, the
it's
whole
the whole bar
stretch.
stretch long, but now on both sides, same thing. It's literally the whole stretch. So to have that bar upstairs, it's going to be enormous. Then they have an entire bar dedicated to like VIP sales.
Okay, tables and service.
An entire liquor room sales for that. So there's not going to be going down to a different floor to get your bottle and
That makes
taking
sense.
30. It is so like literally South Beach Dare. So just as the bottle service is just ready to go.
Do you know, did John actually, did he do every detail himself, or do you know, did he work with like a designer or somebody to come up with this plan?
Yeah, we
for him?
have designers. He's I know a personal friend of mine, Leslie, did a lot of the decor.
Okay, cool.
Decor, picking out the furniture,
Cool.
the look. You know, she's also done stuff for
All the Bolets, yeah.
all the stuff for the Gannon Group. She's done everything for John as well. Great designer. So her stuff is amazing. She did my house. I mean, I love her to death. Just like
Both of them.
So she does an amazing job, and so I did see a lot of her touches in there. I don't know who came up with the concept of exactly to throw a pool in the middle of downtown. But
Seriously.
I think it was just John in his head. The way the guy, I mean, again, John's very well traveled,
Very.
and so I think he just sees things abroad and then comes up with these ideas and brings them back that no one else is doing locally. So it just makes an amazing experience, and where he wants it to go,
Yep.
I think it's just the right direction for downtown and where we want it to be.
Not to mention the financial investment that he had to make for something like this.
yes.
Like we're not going to we're not going to begin to guess
I
the
don't
number.
want to guess the build out. I mean, it's high. It's got to be high up there.
We're talking 30,
I don't
40-year-old
financials with
buildings.
people.
No. 30, 40-year-old buildings that have been there, I mean,
That
longer
was
than
Frank
we've been here.
Garcia's old building
Yeah.
when it was
309.
309. No, 10, you're thinking about 109 on the corner. No, was it 309?
303?
303? 313?
313.
Is it 313?
Yes, downstairs
The one
with the low
across
ceilings.
from up the hookah. Yeah.
Right, but they had the super low ceilings.
Yes. So it's basically the pool is on in that building.
Yeah.
That is now the pool. So he basically bought that building, and that is the pool. And then the old Roxy's is still there. So just the building itself, just the construction, the city is excited to see it open.
Of course they
Everyone's
are.
excited to see it open. I think it's going to be busy. As soon as we have some kind of soft opening day, I really highly suggest everybody make your reservations
100%.
to be able to go upstairs. And the sound system is in. It's being worked on. It's being the speakers are ran.
The great Accardi design is doing all of the lighting and
man.
sound. And
Yeah, man.
It's
Big
gonna be
shout out to
great.
Sal's going to come in there and make sure. I think what you got to understand is time delays and stuff bouncing off an enclosed room like we're in right now. Sound is completely different than an open space and water.
Yeah.
Throwing sound and hitting water creates a whole different sound and a whole
can't do the
different
math.
echo.
I can't do the math at all. The question I keep getting when I start talking to people about the pool is the water heated?
Yes.
Okay, thank God. Because we're opening in December.
Yes.
We're
So
in
the
Florida,
water
but we
is
get a little cold.
So again, from what I understand, the big pool is heated, and the private pools upstairs and the VIPs it's somewhat heated. It's not like a dedicated heater. It's like somehow the way it cycles, it has heat, but it's not like a dedicated heater. I can't explain it, but I know it's not going to be freezing cold.
That's all I care about.
I asked the question. I was like, it's gonna be cold right now. Like,
Yeah.
is anyone gonna use
Yeah,
this
yeah,
thing?
yeah.
They're like, no, it's gonna be warm enough.
No Roxy's cold plunges.
It's gonna be cold. What? Cold plunge?
No way.
Cold
I
plunge.
couldn't jump on that bandwagon. Did you try it at all?
I have one at home.
No.
I've never used it.
No, pass. I couldn't do it. And then they started saying that it actually wasn't the most healthiest thing for your body.
Rogan lives by this thing.
I don't know if he still does. I feel like there was a bunch of stuff that came out that said it wasn't great.
They're saying it ages you.
I don't need any more
I don't need
aging.
any more aging. Do you see the grays? Those are my kids.
Yeah, I'm good.
I don't need any more aging.
Let's go ahead and switch over to something that we briefly talked about in the group chat, and there was a lot of conflict. It caused a lot of conflict. We were trying to book a trip to Orlando, and we were looking at hotel. Don't roll your eyes at me. Listen to what I'm having to say. And let's. We said we were talking about this, so suck it up, Buttercup.
So annoyed.
We talked about booking a hotel, and I said $400 a night is too expensive for a hotel. We're sleeping and only sleeping. Now, if we were going to do a resort day, maybe that's different. But to only go up there, a place to put my bags and a place to lay my head.
Are we only talking about Orlando at this point? Or are we talking about hotels in general? Because there's a reason I spare no expense in Orlando when it comes to booking those hotels.
Why? Tell me. Please tell me why.
if you're going to Orlando and you're coming with a family, people who ride rides, like my kids are ride demons. They love some roller coasters. Okay.
All right.
If you stay at either the Hard Rock, the Royal Pacific, or you stay at the
Portofino.
Portofino. There you go. Yep. I was going to say the Portofino. You're getting your fast passes included. The daily cost of a fast pass is about between $100 to $150 per person.
True.
So in a family of four like us, I'm spending $600 a day. Per day, not 2 days, per day. So if I just spend $600 on my hotel, which is average, that hotel's average between $300 to $600.
Yeah.
So if I spend between $300 and $600, it's covering my fast passes, not only for the day of my arrival, but for this second day. So if you do want to save money, the hack that I do sometimes, depending, again, what period of the month we're in, we'll go to the Hard Rock, check in on a Friday.
Yep.
Stay there Friday night, get the fast passes. That's not only good for Friday, it's good for Saturday.
Yep.
So you get 2 days. So essentially, they just paid me to stay at the hotel.
I mean, if you want to look at it like that,
then
sure.
I go stay at the Sapphire Falls or something like that. That's a lot
Something
less
a little
expensive.
bit less.
Something that's still, on the little boat.
Okay, so now we leave Orlando.
Leave Orlando.
Now we're going to Tampa.
Okay.
What are we doing in Tampa?
My rule of thumb, if I don't have valet and I don't have a concierge, I don't stay.
Spoiled brat.
I'm on vacation. Why am I lifting anything?
Spoiled brat. Does that really justify the extra $200 a night?
It's all relative. And again, that's just me. The problem is, bro, we work. We lift this.
I know
all
we do.
day.
Yeah, I know.
I lift this every other weekend. We're popping equipment. When I go on vacation, I want to get somewhere. Here are my keys. See you in my room. Here's $20. I'm out. I want to go enjoy my time with my family, and I want to go and just hang out. I want to relax and have zero worry.
What if you could do all of that and put an extra $120 and now $140 because you just tipped $20, $140 in your pocket, and you still got the same great clean hotel room?
We've stayed at hotel rooms, the DoubleTree right across the street from.
Yeah.
We've stayed there.
Yeah.
And we carried our own stuff. But I think it depends who I'm with. If I'm with my kids, I spare no expense for them. I think it just depends who I'm with too. Because with my wife, we'll stay anywhere. I mean, it kind of we've roughed it. I've roughed it.
Remember that hotel that we stayed at?
I've carried my own stuff.
The Aflac event we stayed. You're the worst. That Aflac event that we did on the West Coast and we drove over. Was it Aflac? Yeah, it was Aflac.
Yes.
And I booked the hotel.
Case.
You were so mad at me.
I was so mad.
It was $100 a night.
I was like, yo, where am I staying? Bro, we're on the West Coast. There are so many nice places to stay. It is like some of the elite places to stay, and he puts me in this place. It actually had an amazing pool party attached to it.
It did. It did. It wasn't going on while we were there.
It was not going on because it was the wrong time. But when we got there, it was like, where am I? The room was just filthy. I was like, remember there was like mold.
Oh no, the first room was horrible, and then
we had to change rooms.
The bathtub didn't drain.
I
went back downstairs. The receptionist completely smelled of marijuana.
Dennis is like, hey, you're gonna take a shower. You should wait for that water to go down. 30 minutes later, we're waiting to go eat.
It's going up. The water was going up. It didn't go down.
Up and got dirtier. I don't know how you showered in that. Ringworm Central over here.
My feet are good.
And it's bad. So bad. Man, that's the problem. Is I've had so many bad experiences, and so if I'm with my family, again, rule of thumb for me: spare no expense, stay at the best possible places, and I also want to set an example for my kids because if her boyfriend one day tries to take her somewhere in the corner,
knew that was coming.
Yeah, man, I got to set standards.
I personally want to make my kids sleep in the worst hotels ever. So then when I get them something a little bit nicer, they're like, "Oh my God, Dad, this is great. This is wonderful. Thank you so much."
My kids wouldn't even go to Universal at this point without a speed pass. What? Wait in line, you peasant.
I can't imagine where they learned that from.
Bro, Mila is the worst at that game too because she has no filter.
Of course not.
So she'll come and just say, "What?" I'm not,
looking
I
at
have to
everybody
go
as she's walking
where?
past them in line.
Oh heck yeah! You know she walks by like
She's got your attitude and your wife's like just demeanor look.
RBF at all times.
For sure. That's amazing.
I love it. I love it. I love it. But
give me the house track of the week. Dude, because we're trying to make this a short one. We're at 25 minutes.
We're at 25 minutes. We're going to kill it.
Give me the house track.
Dirty talk. Dirty cash, I want you.
The vocals are incredible.
Money talks.
Yeah.
Yeah. I think it's called I think he renamed it with the original is Stevie and something but Money Talks, I think is the original.
Money Talks is the original, and then Alex.
And then I sent it. What's funny is I sent it in group chat to everybody at 6 a.m. Oh. Right, I woke up this morning, and that was the first thing that came in my news feed was him playing on EDC weekend, and then boom, and then EDC itself. What a crazy videos coming out of EDC. Amazing. And the DJs, the crowds, insanity. I mean, the biggest crowds I've seen. I think, according to key people who went, the most organized it's ever been.
I heard no bad news reports.
Zero.
I didn't see any videos that looked like anything crazy was going on.
Everyone complained about John Simmons. He's never going to be, I can't see him. I didn't see a bad review about anybody this year. Lines were not as bad, apparently, as they view. Traffic is traffic. Guys, everyone's moving. You got to help traffic. Just leave your house early. Yeah. But even my brother got there and got to the front gate, and he forgot his VIP bands.
So what did he do?
Turn around, drove 40 minutes back to his house because he stayed at his own house in Orlando. Yeah. Grabbed the tickets and drove all the way back. Missed the first artist he wanted to see, but then now he was locked in. But it's so for him to even go back and forth an hour, he wasn't even that bad.
Oh, absolutely.
So like I said, he just you miss a show or two, and but he made it. Everyone else, like I said, other than just forgetting your tickets, everyone else so far has had a great experience.
The pictures looked great. I heard a couple of the sets. I listened to one at the gym this morning that was solid. It was solid. Outside of the few tracks that we've picked out to put in the house track of the week, like I haven't heard anything that's just like blew my mind.
It's just a different drop. So playing at a festival, a lot of those remixes, you cannot play inside of a top 40 nightclub. You cannot play. No way. You have to be literally a John Summit. You have to be someone massive to play some of these tracks and get away with them in a club environment. Oh, yeah. Because you're going to go see that guy for that remix, for those things. If you and I play some of these odd mob remixes and things like that, people just don't understand it.
Also, a festival drop, a track made specifically for festivals, it's made for the experience that involves the lighting, the pyro, everything, the CO2.
The pyro is the biggest thing right now.
Oh my God. I almost bought some. We can't buy any. No venues.
No venue has it, but
it's all part of the experience. So when these guys are producing these songs, they're making them with the thought of, okay, well, what's the lighting? What's the pyro? And then what's the crowd response going to be? You take these tracks and you put them in a nightclub, you don't get the same response because people are trying to get there to the tables. They're trying to get another drink at the bar. They want to dance with their friends. Like it's just you can't play those same songs.
It's hard.
You can't play those same songs the festival nights.
I've yet to go to EDC. Been to Ultra. Been to all the pool parties. We did all that. But man, my brother swears by EDC, and every year I say I'm going to go, we just get busy, and I just can't go. And thankful to be busy. Our event's starting soon. We have to do a rehearsal, a little dry run right now.
4:10.
And it's been an amazing, quick broadcast for everybody. Yeah. We want to do something different. And if we're at another venue and we can do a broadcast and it looks good and we have another LED wall behind us, we're going to do it. Big shout out to my boy Julio over here for hooking it up right now. Thank you, sir, for doing our engineering today.
That's right. Guys, as usual, subscribe. Follow us on Instagram at Residential Remix, YouTube at Residential Remix, Spotify. Guess what? At Residential Remix.
Can you just share it? Come on.
Please.
If I see one more you guys at my VIP table grabbing a drink you have not shared it, I'm going to make you share it before you grab a drink.
That's the thing.
That's going to be the cost.
Yep.
If you're going to be on a guest list or you're going to be in my VIP,
you're
going to share the podcast before you grab a drink.
I love it. We'll see you
later, guys.
Extravagant.